Hi guys, welcome to DOdaily. Wednesday workout. Who's ready for some midweek motivation? Wet midweek motivation, wet Wednesday. Shouldn't complain really. We've been really lucky with the sun and the really nice days, so got to get out there. I always say, love getting out in the rain. Prefer to run in the rain, mind. Today I'm walking, trying to find these road signs, so it's just coming down a bit heavier. Yeah, I'm walking about trying to find all these road signs as part of the Wednesday workout challenge. Hopefully you can join us. If you haven't already, lots of the guys have been out there and absolutely smashed it. Many did it last week. Of course, we're doing it over a 3-week period, so you've still got time to get involved. Do you know, there's guys out there today getting a few more in, or going out and absolutely blitzing it. Kay's just left with a backpack and plenty of fluid to keep her going for a couple of hours, so be interesting to see what she accumulates today. But it's just about getting involved, isn't it? That's the point. You know, these challenges are there for days like today, I guess. You know, when it's a bit miserable, it's a bit bleak, motivation might be a bit low. All we're trying to do is inspire you to get out there and get in some daily activity. The one big thing about lockdown for me is making sure I get my daily activity, whichever way it comes. I've actually been out for a run this morning. Really enjoyed that. Still on this mission to get up early and get out for my run. But now I can get out despite the weather and really enjoy the surroundings. Take some nice selfies. I don't know if that's a thing, but take some selfies and just be part of something. And that's what it's about. Normally on a Wednesday I'd be DOrunning Trent Bridge. It's a group. It's the initial group I form with where we focus on running. But of course with lockdown, it's really important to get the message out that activity is still available. There's still lots to do, you know, and from day one this has been activity and being able to get out and exercise has been the one thing available to us, even when other things have become less available or not available at all. And of course that brings frustration and upset and all those things, you know, all those feelings. But one way to combat that is to get out there and get in your activity. It's always a great way to pick you up. Absolutely fantastic. Once you get back, whether you're wet or you're sweaty like I was this morning. I was thinking this morning, one thing about the British weather, you end up wet either way. Because this morning it was so humid and wet, I was absolutely sweating, dripping wet through. And now, as you can see, I'm wet through because it's raining. But anyway, like I say, let's not dwell on the weather too much. It doesn't stop us. It doesn't kill us, you know, and it just makes it feel even more epic in my book. But like I say, whatever you're doing, running, walking, cycling, get out there. Really, it's not cold, you know, wherever you are, in other places, in other parts of the world, other parts of the country, it might not be so wet, so it's really worth giving a go. Come on guys, it's only week 2, there's still plenty of time to get all those signs in. Last night, of course, was a solidarity session. Absolutely brilliant again, probably one of the best yet. Lots and lots of people taking part. Do you know, there was guys fitting in, sorry I nearly dropped the phone, wherever they can, do you know, whether it was at home or whilst they've been away on holiday or on trips or working, do you know, lots of guys managed to squeeze that in. And that's what the Tuesdays and the Wednesdays are about in particular. It's just about getting it in around normal life, but getting all those benefits and feeling like you've really achieved something. When normally we'd sit at home and dwell, you know, it's quite easy to put your feet up, isn't it? But never feels too great afterwards, you know. And I'm getting that kind of feeling this week. I've mentioned a few times I'm on a health kick. Really just fighting the urge to eat rubbish, not get up so early, but keep persevering with it. I was just thinking then, I'm really hungry, and then, until Kay comes back and we have a tea, it's a real battle. So I thought I'd better get out there, even though it is raining, and just another reason to get out there despite the weather. It's just takes my mind off it for a bit. I've got my video to do, I've got these signs to find, have a bit of fun, and like I say, when I get back, I feel like I've really earned whatever I have for my tea. But all that's going really well, and I'm really pleased with that. I'm speaking a lot at the minute, because it is a big thing for me. It's sort of getting my weight to a manageable level. It's not easy, despite all the exercise I've done. I've lost weight before, but my weight fluctuates so quickly, both ways. So putting some on, at the start of lockdown, we're all a little bit guilty of that. What the lockdown stone, I think they called it. Probably a lockdown couple of stone, but there you go. But few too many beers, but by starting the non-drinking and getting through that, it's really sort of encouraged me to do other things and proved I can do it. And whilst I miss that, because it's part of my social sort of circle and the guys I meet to do stuff, and I really do miss it. Meeting up with people, having a nice time and chilling out is a really sort of nice privilege to have. Well, when you're not drinking, there's a lot more restrictions in place, it seems, right now, of where you can actually do that. But still managing to do it, so still really positive. But the point I was trying to make there was, it's really crucial for me to use that to do another thing and really get to a point I want to. I don't want to just stand here and tell you to do this, that and the other and not be able to justify it and do it myself. I mentioned the sleep early in the week. I'm not going to tell you to get up early, because I don't know how much it works yet, but maybe one day. And it's just about taking those small steps, finding out what works for you. You'll know if I get it wrong or if I get it right. I want to be honest and relatable here. Just somewhere you can refer to say, that's what someone else is doing, that's worked for them, or that's worked for someone else in that community. And just somewhere to be part of something, people who will get behind you, who will support you. Just a safe space. We touch on mental health, we touch on sort of other uncomfortable, I guess, subjects, but it's not too much. It's just somewhere to reach out to. Of course, if you like it, give it a share, please subscribe. It's really important. Sometimes I wonder why I do this, particularly on days like today when it's raining. But seriously, I wonder why I want to do it, and is anybody really getting anything from it? I know they are, but we all need that little bit of reassurance. Really pleased with myself today. I managed to get a guest on again for the Wednesday workout. Really pleased with that, Sorry, I think the wind's coming now as well, which is a bit of a pain. But really pleased to have a guest who talks for a living. So sort of reinforced the message to me how important it is to keep passaging messages on. Told me it's really interesting, gave me a few tips. And that just picks me up again and makes me want to go again. Doesn't matter who's listening, it doesn't matter who's watching, as long as somebody's out there. If we can all help one person during this situation, whether it's through the challenges, whether it's through DOdaily, whether it's picking up a prescription or food, it's really important to help that one person, because if everyone helps one person, then everybody's going to be all right. And that's the point. It's about looking out for others, keep motivating, keep inspiring. Like I said, I've seen some of those out on the challenge today, and it just makes me think, how can I not do it? How can I not do these things? How can I ever go back now? There was a lady out this morning, sort of driving to different locations and taking in different activities, and all that's fantastic, to see people doing that and really getting involved. Then it makes it completely worthwhile. And it's just about having a bit of fun in the meantime, you know, enjoying what we do, taking it all in, you know. By this time in a normal working week, when it's bleak and it's wet, I'm really fed up, really sort of starting to wind down to the weekend. But with a burst of energy, a burst of activity can give you that energy to see you through till tomorrow and Friday, you know, and then really attack the weekend and make some plans. And that's what's really important. Just before I go, guys, what I will say is, last week I posed a question at the end of the Thursday Thoughts. What was the question? The question was, what do you want or need to do? Do you know, I was asking people last week to make decisions for themselves and reminding them of the importance. Sorry, I'm just really conscious because I'm in a local park right now, people around me. Yeah, pose the question, what do you really want or need to do? I'd love to get some feedback on that, love to get your comments and hear why, what you want or need to do. Do you know, it's really important to sort of tackle these subjects and understand why people find it difficult sometimes. So if you can post up in the comments or check out last Thursday's video, that'd be fantastic. But for now, guys, I've still got about half the alphabet to find, and I'm wet, if I've not mentioned that already. Just doing it.